maybe
Today's
get a beer
sponsor
up
is
later. I just don't want to fade
who
too
has more
quick.
than 180,000 audiobooks and spoken word audio products. Get a free audiobook of your choice at www.audibletrial.com/shark. Hello, welcome to Movies, Films, and Flicks podcast. I'm your host, John Lasso. Join me, as always, are my co-hosts, Mark Hoffmeyer.
Is Darth Vader always cold?
Oh wait, is this a joke I saw on Facebook?
No.
Is
What,
he
by,
always,
by me?
like is he legit always cold? Like that's a good question.
Because
Is-
he's always going, oh, brr.
oh dear. I assumed it had something to do with breathing. That's rough.
And can he scuba dive in that suit?
He better be able to. That thing has too many buttons.
So let's say you're running away from him, you're like, see you later, Vader. And you jump into the water and you're scubaing away, right? Like you're Hank Azaria and Along Came Polly, and you're just scubaing. And then you're swimming, you're happy, you kind of lax a little bit, you're looking at some fish. Then you turn around and Vader's just walking behind you, like the skeletons in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay, hold on now. Like, so in episode 1, all they had to do was put like this little pinchy thing over their nose, right? And they could breathe in water. So clearly the technology was there later when Anakin became Vader, right?
That's a deep Star Wars reference.
No, right. But I'm just saying. So clearly, if you treat, even though like they might not have thought of that when they were making, when they were realizing episode 4 on screen, right? But like later they came back and did episode 1. They gave them those little breathers. So that's earlier in the timeline. But then Vader, right? He has like this beep, 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 beep panel on his chest. So that thing has to be waterproof if he's scuba diving.
And you could GoPro it. You put like a GoPro, like you put plastic around a GoPro. So Vader just basically puts a bunch of waterproof plastic over his apparatus and then just walks into the ocean.
And then walks on the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, walks on the bottom.
He's so heavy.
Like, he has, like, crustaceans on him. He has barnacles, mollusks, coral. He's riding a dolphin.
Like, he's just walking out there like Robert De Niro, Cuba Gooding Jr., and Men of Honor in those big heavy suits.
Yeah, exactly. And then he like looks at a stingray and surfs. He does the force on the stingray, then he rides it like a skateboard. I mean, in the prequels, they were riding around on those little droid things up in like 2 miles in the air. So why can't Vader ride on a giant stingray?
I mean, I want to see this now.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of things that scare me in this world. But if I thought I was safely away from Vader and I turned around and he was chasing me on top of a giant stingray.
Like, what's the more scary part about that? That it's Vader or that he's riding a giant stingray?
Yeah.
Like, I would say the giant stingray.
Like, where did that come from?
Like, and how'd you get on it?
Yeah,
Where's mine?
sure.
The only thing that'd be worse is Vader riding a Tremor. That would be terrible.
John Lemigood. John
What's
Lemigood,
up?
what about Darth Vader scares you the most?
Him on a Tremor would scare the crap out, but that wouldn't even. I guess that wouldn't work, would it? Because the Tremor can only move underground, right?
Well, I mean, the Force, yada
Oh,
yada.
Yeah.
I guess okay, well, yada yada, and I guess he's like bending over, like kind of hugging it, like Atreyu riding the Falcor.
He gets belched from the Tremor.
You know what wouldn't work is if Vader was riding that, like the kid was riding the Luck Dragon in Neverending Story. Like, okay, I can almost, just for practical reasons, he's hugging down, kind of like when someone's like racing on Seabiscuit or something. But like if they played the Neverending Story theme, it wouldn't work anymore.
Yeah, that'd be a weird sight.
Turn around, and then Vader just like force chokes the invisible voice singing the song on the soundtrack.
He would.
Yeah. All right. I think now is a good time to start the podcast like we usually do with listener questions. And who had the listener questions this week?
I've got them.
All right, Levin, good.
All right. So these are some interesting ones. The first question comes from Neil from Greenville, South Carolina. Neil says, "The Accountant just came out and had the tagline, 'Calculate your choices.' Give me another mundane profession where you can get away with crime and give the tagline for that movie."
Okay. So, like, The Accountant was about a guy who uncooks cookbooks, right? For crime.
Did you say uncooks cooked books?
Yeah.
It's a lot of rap in there.
So there's people who they cook their books, and then people get onto them, and then they hire him to uncook their cooked books. So I'm thinking, right? Instead of The Accountant, the sequel should be called The Solutionist. And it's about a guy who just works a dreary IT job, and he kind of like works solutions, for really like, he'll tell somebody, yeah, so there was this problem at the power plant where chicken wings weren't getting delivered fast enough, so they sent me in, and, I dealt with the conveyor belts, and I tweaked a couple. It's just really boring stuff. But at night and on the weekends, he works for evil crime lords. Like, let's say they like set a bomb off at the wrong time. They bring him in to fix it. Or they're building their layer and lava's getting in. He comes in and he finds solutions to like help them with their bases. You know what I mean? So you have a guy who uncooks cooked books, and then you have another guy that's the solutionist that like fixes, snafus that bad guys create.
I see.
So what's his tagline?
Oh man.
You were so busy playing. You like writing the script and everything.
Fix it or quit it.
Fix it or quit it. You're like me with the Predator scripts.
But like, just imagine that. Like, he's just sitting at his desk, like working on some TPS reports. Then he gets a call from like Uborn Schnotnik, the dictator who's building a secret like lava layer, and he has to fly out there on his weekend and like give solutions to why lava keeps going into his lair and killing his minions.
It's got to be tough to build a lava layer because whenever you try and lay down a foundation, it just melts into the lava.
Yeah, so that's why you need the solutionist. But then, however, right, he begins to like this girl, and then they're like, hey, we need your help on this. He's like, well, I can't. It's too far. So then they kidnap her and they take her to this moon base that they're building to send to the moon and colonize it, and then shoot a laser to the Earth and blow it up. And he has to, shit. And he has to, save her. And she's played by Marissa Tomei, and he is Thomas Hayden Church.
Okay.
Weird couple. The whole time I was imagining Anna Kendrick just because she was in The Accountant, and then I started to imagine this like Austin Powers villain backdrop with the moon laser.
And then he's just fixing stuff. He's a solutionist. GPS reports by day, lava by night.
Lava by night.
Whoa. Nice.
Ah! Well, that's mine.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, mine's not as fully fleshed out as Mark was. But
These will be.
okay. And so I came up. I thought it'd be funny if there was a movie about a meter maid, right? And I thought the tagline could be the Parked and the Furious.
Oh,
Hey yo. So I think that'd be hilarious. You saw someone like Vin Diesel playing a meter maid, and like the movie was just about him like riding around giving people tickets.
But then he finds a crime ring stealing cars.
And he just gives them tickets.
Yeah, he gives the people who steal the cars. Oh wait, so there's a group of 4 guys, right?
Yeah.
3 of them run out to steal cars, and the other guy's parked in a legal zone. He walks up and puts a ticket.
Yeah, and then he just drives off in his little golf cart.
Yeah, and then because of that, because he has his license plate, those guys get mad and try to kill him.
Yeah, But he just ends up getting them tickets.
Yeah, he keeps giving them tickets.
So if this movie is taking place in the same universe and in fact the same time frame as Gone in 60 Seconds, the Gone in 60 Seconds people never get a ticket, but the Gone in 60 Minutes people get a $30 ticket and a court summons.
Ticket or quit it.
Ticket or quit it. There we go.
Wait, ticket and quit it. No, wait, no, you don't want to do that.
I don't know if you guys ever done this, like, but like, you guys ever just like move like the car, like you're parked in like a 1 hour zone or something like that, and you just go out there and you just move the car like one spot over. Like,
I mean, it's legal.
it's legal, but I just feel like, oh man, like, I just feel like super paranoid. Like, what if that meter maid just like still thinks I'm in the same spot?
Oh
know?
yeah, and you still have that you might still have that chalk on your tire.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe, I don't know. You know, I've been super tempted to just kind of rub it off and just like go back to what I was doing.
You know, I'm pretty sure that you're completely within your legal rights to clean a smudge off your car.
Sure.
I mean, you're not obstructing justice or anything. It's a meter maid.
Yeah. It's just I've had my my cat and mouse games of the meter maids that work in downtown St. Pete. So I don't know. It's been interesting. We'll say that much.
You're like playing Frogger with your car.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I also worked out no plot points for mine. I had a really hard time coming up with one
Wait,
of
so
these.
where's Thomas Hayden Church?
You mean in Lazarus movie?
Yeah, who's Thomas Hayden Church in your movie?
He was a guy who gets a ticket in the beginning of the movie. Like
He's a solutionist.
Yeah.
So mine is like a horror movie, like The Dentist, but not that Corbin Burnson The Dentist movie. And you know how first I came up with this and then I looked it up, and it turns out that mine overlaps like in real life with the Corbin Burnson one, but I made it better. So the Corbin Burnson one for The Dentist, the horror movie, is Open Wide, but mine was Open Wide and say ah,
Oh my goodness.
right, instead of ah.
Wait,
Right?
is the killer telling you to do this?
No, because it's like he's gonna kill you and he's the dentist.
Wait, but if your mouth is open wide, wouldn't it be more like ah?
Oh, I mean, when you're yelling ah, your mouth is like open wide.
But there could be
Right.
some tissues in your mouth.
Well, I mean, I suppose you could also just like irrigate it, and then you're like.
Or if you've been Novocained.
I actually, you know, and when I thought of the dentist, when I looked it up to check to make sure that like I wasn't copying something directly, I was actually thinking of Dr. Giggles. I thought Dr. Giggles was a dentist. I haven't seen that movie in so long, but
I had an idea from this movie. Like, there's a cop, and it's like, by God, Jim, he
By
was
God.
choked by floss.
Wow.
there was a movie where someone took floss. It might have been one of those Sylvester Stallone in prison movies, but like where someone took dental floss, right? And then they took pencil shavings because of the graphite or whatever in the pencil shavings, and then they mixed that in Vaseline, smeared that all over the dental floss, and used the dental floss like carefully to cut the bars. That was in a movie. I can't think of what movie. Not Tango and Cash. Something like that.
Shawshank Redemption.
That wasn't that, was
MacGruber.
MacGruber.
it? It wasn't MacGruber. No, it was a serious movie. And I'm just sitting back like, wouldn't the graphite just get pushed away from the bar and not do anything? But whatever. It was a neat movie, whatever it was.
I'm willing to suspend disbelief. My biggest issue is when it's like like when it's so dumb and it does something like that, I'm like, I get it. But when it's like a really serious film and there's some gaps in like gaps in logic, I'm like, I hate it.
Okay, so I don't remember what movie it was, but this was totally serious. Like he stole chapstick for like the Vaseline component. Like this was totally serious.
Huh.
Like I can't think of the movie though. For God's sake, I feel like it was Sylvester Stallone or
Was,
something.
Bridget Jones's graphite. Ew.
28 days of graphite.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Love graphite.
Hey, quick question, like, because that was a pretty fun question. Can you guys think of like a quick, if we take like the inverse of that question, do like a really, exciting concept, but just try to make it sound as mundane as possible. Could you guys think of something?
The Extremist, and it's about like him after breaking his leg.
Oh. Die Hard is just about an off-duty cop's off-duty cop meeting with his ex-wife. Or a strange one.
Aww.
Like Under Siege is just about a chef making good food.
Yeah.
No, it's about someone in a heated game of Risk.
Yeah. The Quick and the Dead is about like a bunch of sloths,
Sure.
but a fast sloth is still really slow.
Yoga Hosers is just a bunch of kids spraying a hose all over like his mom's yoga club. And then they get angry and ground him.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Fantastic Beasts, I found them.
All right there.
I already found them.
Yeah.
Safety guaranteed.
Definitely guaranteed.
Where the wild things are. Well, I'm not going there.
Sure.
I see dead people.
All right. Well, I'm not going in there.
Shut my eyes.
Or just Tucker and Dale.
Tucker and Dale.
Just hanging out fishing.
All right, Levin. Good. What's the second question we got?
All right, this question is extremely specific. So, in the beginning of Poltergeist 2, why is the family seemingly dirt poor and living with their parents after the events of Poltergeist 1? Wouldn't they have sued the hell out of the developer that built their house over a cemetery, especially considering that their house was basically sucked into another dimension and they almost died?
Well, maybe the developer went out of business, right? So they didn't have them to sue because they already went into bankruptcy. And in the movie, we know that he's having trouble getting insurance for what happened because it's kind of an act of God. Because, I mean, they're on top of a cemetery, and then that gets sucked in there. So you don't have a house. You still have a mortgage. You have no money. You've lost your jobs because you've taken so much time off. He lost his job. So then you kind of got to move back to these people. You pretty much have PTSD from what happened. So you're really not too motivated to work. So you just take the first thing you can, which is sell vacuums door to door, and you just sort of scrape guy in a basement.
You know, so I have like 8 answers to this that kind of work together. But one of them, just to jump in, was how, like, you talked about the PTSD. It was like, well, yeah, that was so traumatizing that maybe for fear of being social pariahs and traumatized on top of that, they just, you know, kind of walked away from it as financially devastating as it was. Like, they don't want to relive any of that.
It's like, how do you explain? Yeah, my house got sucked into the ether.
Yeah, how do you? That's true. How do you prove that? Like, even if there's a witness, like if you're taking that to court, like they're going to be like, "Look, I get that there's no house there, and there's no sign of a demolition, and we know that a house was once there. But can you prove that it got sucked, and, like telekinetically imploded into another dimension or something? Like that's quite a stretch."
So, Levingood, Lasvath and I we're out in the woods, right? We're in the Pacific Northwest, and we're just sort of there, right? We're visiting some breweries.
Yep.
And one day, okay, you're there, but you went to go get another beer. And Lasvath and I are chilling, right? We've all had a few, and Bigfoot literally walks by. Lasvath and I undoubtedly see him. We don't have our phones on us, but Bigfoot runs by, and it's not in a costume. He like walks by, takes a huge dump, and just runs away.
How do you know that wasn't just me?
Right? No. Well, he's 13 feet.
Okay, not me, guys.
He's 13 feet, 700 pounds. Right? So he runs away, right? And Lasvath, you come out, right, Levingood? And we're like, dude, we just saw Bigfoot. And we're both collaborating it. Like, we're both dead serious. Like, hey, look at that big crap. You're like, oh, it's a bear. So, like, even if we had a witness, people still wouldn't believe us because we had no proof.
Right, yeah. It's like you got to come up with something.
And then it was like years later, Lasvath and I would be like, did we make that up? You know?
I think that's.
You start questioning yourself, yeah.
I think we already do that anyway, Mark. Like, whenever we tell old stories, like, man, was that true? Didn't sound
Yeah,
like it was true.
Yeah, the majority of our stories are pretty fuzzy.
Yeah.
Wait. Can we on the financial end though? So in Poltergeist, Craig T. Nelson, the dad, played like a major real estate agent. In the movie, in part one, that guy who was kind of like the corporate boss, if you will, pointed out that he sold more houses in phase 3 than all of the other real estate agents combined. So, like, had he no savings? Like, he was literally making multiple times the money than the other real estate agents.
It was the 1980s. He spent it all on cocaine.
But I mean, in the 80s was the hate. I mean, don't get me wrong, he has kids, right? And they have braces, and you're probably buying new clothes for one of those kids like every 6 months and dropping loads of money. But salespeople make like disproportionately more money with increased success.
But you know what, though? Salespeople, like a lot of salespeople just kind of like, they kind of have like a ride or die attitude. So maybe he wasn't thinking about selling because he's like, the housing market will never get sucked into the ether. So he was probably just spending. He was probably doing champagne service. Those braces had diamonds on them. Like he was like, money is coming in. I don't know. He has 3 boats. Like, but he doesn't know where they are. Like the guy just spent money left and right. He was a very irresponsible spender, but we didn't know that about him in the movie.
He was legit awesome though.
It was in the book.
Like, that guy said, like, what if you were right here on top of this hill and we were looking at phase 4 from your living room? So they just wanted to like put him in a house to be over there in what would be the new phase. That was when he found out, I think, about not moving or that they relocated the cemetery. He didn't know the sham behind it. But it's like there are a lot of weird dimensions to this question.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what about a settlement, right? Like, even if he couldn't win the legal case with proof, like, if he goes blab in his mouth, he may look nuts, but, like, a house disappeared, some people will write some kind of funny articles, and it'll make the development look bad. So, like, he probably would have gotten some kind of settlement.
Nah, it was the 80s. They probably made him a pariah and pushed him aside.
I guess so. You don't think settlements were... Maybe settlements is more of like our pussified America today, where everything is settlements.
Yeah, he didn't get one. He probably got like a quart Ziploc bag of cocaine.
From the court?
Yeah.
The judge is like, I hold you in contempt, but here's a bag of cocaine.
Yeah, and then like he just starts throwing it out. Like everyone's like, oh, okay, this will get me through lunch. So, I mean, if he got the settlement, he would have gotten it. So, I mean, they probably booted him aside. The judge gave him cocaine. He used a lot of it, used the rest of his money at the races because he was despondent, blew it, had to move into a basement.
Oh.
Elizabeth, how do you feel about Craig T. Nelson's financial planning, success as a real estate agent, and legal claims about imploding houses?
I feel like the reason why he didn't get anything is because I'm guessing he just signed like an ironclad contract with the HOA. That's what I'm guessing. Like, because HOAs are just like terrible in general, like how dickish they can be. So I'm just thinking like maybe he signed a contract where that actually was covered, like in the contract, like it says like in page like 52 of your contract, like not liable for any damage caused by haunting of dead Indian spirits. Also, the house is built on Indian burial grounds, so you may face like destruction of your entire family, which we will not be liable for.
And
also,
Craig
you
was
cannot
too busy wheeling and dealing.
Yeah. Also, your bushes cannot be over 2 feet. Yeah, that's my reasoning.
He didn't read the fine print. He didn't read the HOA agreement, and he was loaded on cocaine.
Who does, actually?
Yeah, exactly.
So it occurs to me, I was so focused on like the specificity of this question. I don't think I actually pointed out that thank you to Josie from Las Vegas for that extremely geekily horror-tastic specific question.
I think he blew it all at the horse races.
He could have, and for folks who are interested, by the way, we talked a lot about this, the original Poltergeist, comparing it to the new one back in our 16th episode. That was a lot of fun.
Like,
Well, that's way back, isn't it? Because
like,
we're on 85 today.
geez Louise.
This is pod 85.
Our 100 is going to be a nightmare.
I do not know, but honestly, I don't think a lot of podcasts out there, unless they're like doing 30-minute episodes and doing multiple a week, or they don't work. Like we all have work, we all have jobs outside of it. Like I don't think a lot of podcasts live to 100 episodes.
Hey, we're beating NPR. That's all we're happy about.
We're beating NPR.
That's crazy.
Mark's Prairie Home Companion over here.
Hey, y'all.
Welcome back to NPR.
Yeah.
Today's episode, we're gonna talk in a very low monotone voice.
Our sweaty balls. We're going to talk about our sweaty balls.
Yes.
Oh dear.
So tell me about your sweaty balls, Lazavath.
They're really smooth and shiny today.
Yeah. So
Really gleaming from the sweat.
so when you get your hands on them, how do you rub them? What kind of rub do you put on them?
Gently, I hope.
I don't. It doesn't rub. It just kind of slides around. They're
So
so sweaty.
You don't rub your sweaty balls?
No, they just kind of slide everywhere. I don't really do a lot of rubbing because they're already so slick.
Well, how do you get your sweaty balls so sweaty?
It's just something I was born with. I've been wearing 2 layers of underwear my entire life because the first layer just gets drenched.
What? I was doing an SNL skit.
Yeah. Anyway, what was the question? I don't even remember what the question was. Oh yeah, why was the family in Poltergeist 2?
Because he wore 2 pairs of underwear.
Yeah. Levigood, did you have? Oh man. Anyway, so yeah, man.
So the answer to that question is sweaty balls.
Yeah.
Because Lazarus sounds nonplussed right
Or it
now.
could be Alec Baldwin
Oh man.
and Kristen Wiig, I think. Oh no, Anna Gasteyer.
Yeah. It's a '90s era.
Yeah.
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 All right. Thank you to our wonderful listeners for those wonderful listener questions and for fostering such great discussion, like always. Mark, I think you have a topic for us this week, right?
Random awards.
So, can I just point out? It's kind of interesting. This is like our 3rd or 4th or even 5th podcast that's dealt with random awards.
Well, I mean, that's one of our bread and butters. You know, like it's not exactly our bread and butter, but it's either our bread and or butter.
It's never both.
Yeah, I mean, it could be the knife that puts the butter on the bread.
Mm-hmm.
It could be the butter tray. It
you
could
know
be the
what?
cardboard box that holds
It's-
the unsalted butter sticks.
It's the breadcrumbs that somehow get into the tub of butter,
Yeah,
you know?
I like that. The random awards are the butter crumbs that get into the butter. But yeah, so this is our 5th or 6th one. It's the end of the year as we know it. 2016 is done and dusted. And instead of doing awards where, you know, we actually award performances or, you know, something boring, you know, like everyone does top 10 lists. Everyone, Golden Globes, Academy Awards, you know, Independent Spirit Awards, all these awards, you know, they just award the best. We here at MFF, like you've learned with our random questions, random intros, random posts. You know, I wrote a post earlier about the top 10 mustaches of 2016. This post, as always, as you know, if you listen to our podcast, celebrates the random awards of 2016. So I pick movies, I pick tiny moments from them, and I award them.
All right.
All right, so our first one is Best Sock Featured in a Horror Film Award.
Oh, wait. Best sock. Best sock.
How did you narrow that down?
You'll see.
Okay.
I mean, I did a lot of quantitative and qualitative data, a lot of comparing, contrasting, a lot of punch dancing in abandoned warehouses. But I kept coming back to one sock.
Okay.
And that
So-
one's that
Oh,
one,
the super creepy sock that Maria Bello was using, right?
I was thinking about the sock in Lights Out where the boyfriend, all right, so Teresa Palmer's the main character in Lights Out, and she's punk. You know, we know she's punk because she has punk posters on her wall. You know, it's hardcore. And her boyfriend's like, hey, you know, how about you let me stay the night? And she's like, no. He's like, well, you know, how about you let me keep something here? And she's like, no. And he goes, hey, you know, I'm a charming guy. I'm good to you. I look like I'm going to be a rabble rouser, be that bad boyfriend, but I'm actually going to turn out to be a good boyfriend. Hey, let me keep a pair of socks here. And she's like, that's stupid. And he kind of wears her down a little bit. And she's like, I'll think about it. He's leaving the place, right? He's leaving the apartment. He is literally walking out the first floor. She's on the second floor. Teresa Palmer looks out her window and she goes, oi. And she takes one of her socks and throws it to him. So he can keep her sock at his place.
Ah.
And that was the relationship sock.
But basically she's saying, listen, you can't have both socks.
Sure.
But I'll give you one, which means I can't really wear these socks anymore, so it's pretty impractical. I might as well just giving you two. However, I'm stubborn, and I'm my own person. So you're going to take this one sock, and you're going to enjoy it.
That was a nice little character moment.
Yeah, it was. Like, I feel like Lights Out is like the nicest horror film I've seen in a long time.
I mean, if we're ignoring that heinous monster,
I mean,
yes.
there's suicide, there's murder, there's death, there's scratching, there's long hair. There's bad posters on walls. There's a chambray shirt that is nowhere Olifanted enough. However, it's nice and it makes sense. There's some self-sacrifice. You know, I think Teresa Palmer's a good actress, and she gives a guy a sock.
Is it me, or is this kind of like, well, it's only 2 movies, but is this kind of like the year of sibling protection in horror? How both Teresa Palmer and Jane Levy in Don't Breathe paid much older sisters who kind of ended up taking like a custody level care of their little siblings.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, I'm sure that happens in a bunch of horror, but it's funny to me that I can point out, like, right off the top of my head, like, okay, there's 2 this year. Does that normally happen, that there are 2 that don't suck, 2 good horror movies in a year that do something like that? That seems kind of interesting.
I mean, it was a good year for horror. And speaking of that, you know, this isn't going to be all about horror, these random awards. But I'm going to toss another one in here. And that is the best breathing in a movie about not breathing award. So the breathing in Don't Breathe is what makes it special. So it's really easy to go and cover your mouth and not breathe for 30 seconds, right? But you know what's really hard is to pretend like you're like, and then like, oh, I can't, I need breath. And then you go, and then you got to cover your breath again. So for me, like the hyperventilating, the gasps, the like breath before you hold your breath and you don't breathe.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like that's the best, aside from Hush, where he kind of blows on her when he's talking and she feels the stuff on the back of her neck. That's second place on breathing. But I think the best breathing is a movie where you're not supposed to breathe. And that's in Don't Breathe.
The worst breathing ever was in a movie called Hold Your Breath.
Wait, what was that one?
It was a horror movie that had Katrina Bowden in it that came out like maybe last year, but I ended up watching it because I thought, oh, well, she was great. And I liked her in Piranha 3D, and I thought she was great in Tucker and Dale versus Evil. And even though Nurse 3D wasn't awesome, I enjoyed the movie enough, and she was decent in it. I'm like, well, let's watch this Hold Your Breath movie. And everything about that movie was soul crushing, and it was about holding your breath and getting killed by some killer. It was terrible.
Yeah, and so I mean, even her breathing and holding her breath probably wasn't good. But in this one, when people breathed, you were like, "Don't breathe." You know,
I haven't seen this since it was in theaters, Mark. But do you remember, as more of like a production side person, how you remember reacting to like, I guess it would be like the sound editor's work regarding the sound of the breathing?
Yeah, I mean that's tough. You know, a lot of these breaths, like. You know, some of it's ADR, some of like you really have to have a quiet set. So that means there has to be great lockups. No one can be making noise because you got to capture breath.
So you're saying it's got to be like an NPR like set, like
yeah, it's like it's
Everyone quiet, please.
Yeah,
Everyone
please,
quiet.
yeah.
We're about to pass
Your
out.
Zombie Diaries.
yeah. Oh God. But yeah, so for me, you know. You don't really think about breathing much in movies.
Sure.
You know?
Sure.
Like,
Not unless it's a sex scene.
like yeah, exactly. Like in MacGruber. But
You know, I would. I
From,
don't know
like-
why I just thought this, but I would love to see Darth Vader in Don't Breathe.
I'm cold. So for me, I think the sound mixing is really good because like the and like then silence around it. Like you really have to like yeah, I mean I think it's very impressive. I think it's the best sound mixing since Gladiator.
Ooh.
I mean that's a total joke. But
Okay, because I was trying to think of the only I'm like trying to like, is he thinking of like the sounds of the sand under their like sandals in their arena? Like I was trying to channel that because I haven't seen that in forever.
I was thinking of the clanking of swords and like the digital lions and the cheering of the crowd.
Are you,
know
not entertained? Shh. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Don't breathe.
Are you not entertained?
Shh. Fuck. Come on, guys.
He breathed a lot. Stephen Lang would have killed him.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, there's it's so much breath. But yeah, so that's that. My next one is the Best Grumpy Waitress Award.
Oh,
And that goes to Hell or High Water, and it features the grumpiest / most amazing waitress ever. Like, she walks up to him. She obviously like lived in that town. She was not an actress, right? I just love how she just shut down Jeff Bridges and made him eat steak and potatoes.
Yeah,
because it was called like the
T-bone.
steak and something cafe, right?
Yeah, it was like ribeye or T-bone or
it was like T-bones, and like I love like the when she goes up to him, like she's like, "What don't you want?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" Like, listen, I've been here forever, and people always order one thing, and that's just steak. So what don't you want for your steak?
yeah. And like she just shut him up immediately.
Oh,
Like I love.
And one of them was like, "I don't want beans." The other one was like, "Yeah, I don't want broccoli."
It's like you want your sweet tea. So
Dude, and she took that that so credibly, awesomely hard-assed Jeff Bridges and made him like almost scared.
Yeah, like and it's not often in movies where day players have that much of an effect. Like you think about like when Harry Met Sally, Rob Reiner's mom, the one she's like, I'll have what she's having. Like it's rare when bit players have such a stick in your mind for that long. And I don't know, I loved it. She felt so authentic. She probably worked there.
oh,
So
Like
yeah.
actually, like in real life at that cafe.
So that's that. And then all right, so you guys didn't see this movie, but I just want to promote it really quick. And we've talked about this in the past. But this is the last one I'll do, but not awards, but I'll move on to others. But the Best M&M Stealing Award, and there's a movie called Elvis and Nixon, and basically it's Michael Shannon as Elvis, Kevin Spacey as Nixon, and they're meeting. But this guy walks up to Elvis and he's like, "Hey, Elvis, man, don't eat Nixon's M&Ms," right? And Elvis is like, "Yeah, it's cool, bro. That's cool. They're not peanut butter bananas." And they're in the meeting. And Michael Shannon just eats his M&Ms. Elvis eats Nixon's M&Ms when he was told not to. And Kevin Spacey's like, "Hey now."
well, I mean,
What if he
M&Ms are
declared that
delicious.
act
So
of treason and had Elvis shot.
Like, yeah, I mean, you know what? He did bring a gun into the White House to give to Nixon. I mean, you just don't eat. You don't eat M&Ms. And you know what else you don't eat? Eyeballs.
Oh,
And that leads to the Best Cannibalism Award.
ooh,
And that goes to the Neon Demon. Spoilers be damned.
that movie was so weird in that third act.
All right, guys. So it's Nicholas Winding Refn. It's really weird. It came out almost a year ago. So here's what happens. Elle Fanning comes in. She's like the number one model. Other models get jealous, so they eat her. The one
They
model,
actually eat her.
this one model goes a little crazy. She starts slicing her gut, and then she vomits out the eyeball. Then another model comes out and eats the eyeball.
The vomited eyeball.
And I said, you know what though? That won't even wreck the movie for people because it's still so crazy.
I mean, if you're still watching at that point, you're just like, you're so invested in just how bonkers-tastic this is going to get.
Yeah, that's right. So, yeah, that's my That's my cannibalism award for this.
That was so weird though, that whole last act. Like you just pointed out something that sounds so incredibly weird, but like for listeners, like that might not even be the weirdest thing about the last 30 minutes of that movie. It's so weird.
And then this one's for Lasvath, and it is the best farting corpse jet ski award.
There we go.
So we had a podcast where I went out, a couple of them where I went off on jet skis and actually did I made a comment about it on Reddit, and it got to number 3 on the main page with like over 6,000 upvotes, and like our people started listening. So jet skis are like a thing now. And
we did episode 75 was nothing but movie jet ski scenes.
Yeah. And so I had to add I don't know if you've seen it, Levingood, but Lasvath, you want to tell us about the scene?
Okay, it's the kind of the beginning of Swiss Army Man. Paul Dano comes across a corpse, but the corpse is not your usual corpse. But he discovers that the Daniel Radcliffe's corpse is it's still very gassy, pretty much. And it turns out that his corpse has enough gas that he can use it to propel himself across the ocean, like he was riding a jet ski. And there's a very weird opening sequence where Paul Dano is literally riding the corpse of Daniel Radcliffe like a jet ski, and like the whole sequence is it's amazing because like it's a very happy kind of sequence. There's it's the opening titles, you have like happy music, and then you have Paul Dano just like having like the time of his life. He's just smiling and laughing. I'm just like, it sets the tone for the whole movie.
Yeah, and he pulls down his pants.
Yeah,
he's flying.
Oh yeah.
You see the bubbles coming out near the butt in the water. Yeah, I saw it too. It was interesting.
I love the randomness of it.
Yeah, it's definitely random, and the movie just gets even more random, if that's even possible from that point. But yeah, it was. I think that qualifies as one of the best jet ski scenes of 2016.
Yeah, I mean, I think it might be, and it's not an action scene, so it doesn't mess with my numbers, and that means jet ski action scenes still suck.
Sure.
Garbage.
Yeah. All right. You know what? I think corpse farting jet skis is a good place to take a break. All right. Yeah. We'll see you guys in a little bit.
When I say pod, you say
pie.
Wait a minute.
Whoa, what's
Robert,
going on, Kyle?
take your headphones off real quick.
Okay, sorry.
John, what the hell is this?
Oh, I don't know. Robert invited me over. And
Yeah, I don't know.
idea.
This is kind of awkward. Are we doing like a promo or something?
I don't know. I wish he put on his pants though.
Yeah, he's like dancing around. He's talking about Shark Dropper.
I think he's looking for the baby oil.
Anyways, Robert, what are we doing? What are we doing?
What was that?
What are we doing?
I can put my headphones back on?
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing a promo for Shark Dropper.
Oh, okay.
That podcast we do that has improv, and we just talk about our daily lives and
Oh,
stuff.
that's true.
Yeah.
I still wish you'd find your pants.
Where can I find it?
Oh, wait, are we supposed to wear sharkdropper.com?
Short time.
Welcome back to Movies, Films, and Flicks. That was a very long break. It was a 3-day break that we took. So, because the first half was just really wore us out, you know.
To keep my sanity, I added personality to a dead corpse and had arguments with a seagull.
Well, you know what's crazy is actually Lasvath fell asleep halfway through that first half.
I did.
And Levingood and I took turns mimicking his voice.
You guys did a great job, by the way.
Yeah,
Amazing.
we had to really go deep into our mind palaces to channel your voice.
Oh, thank you. I'll take that as a compliment.
And I bet a lot of listeners right now are like, "Is Lasvath even here right now?"
Is he? I could still be sleeping, and this could be the voice of Mark or John.
You know what's crazy? All 3 of us can't talk at the same time on the podcast, but 2 of us can, which means one of us isn't here.
Do, 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 do.
You know what? It's my mind's kind of blown at the moment, which means it's time for another listener question.
All right, our third and final listener question comes from Billy Crash, the host of the Last Knock podcast, and he asks, what do you consider to be one of the world's most gripping war films?
Saving Private Ryan, Full Metal Jacket,
Yeah.
Apocalypse Now. However, Hurt Locker too. Like Hurt Locker, I saw that alone in a theater in Tallahassee, and I think it literally gripped me. Like something grabbed me.
I will tell you that movie had a stranglehold on my attention in a different way than Saving Private Ryan or like Full Metal Jacket.
I was tense the entire time, so it was definitely gripping me.
Yeah.
I would say the number one though is Wind Talkers by Nicolas Cage.
Really?
No.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were serious there for a second.
Wait, I'm going to go back for a second. So we were talking about the Amazon Echo that's out now.
During the break.
And I said that I didn't want to buy an Echo. I would just buy a Cave.
Sure.
And Levingood.
And I totally thought it was like just another electronic product that you could buy.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. A friend of mine just told me about the Echo thing like a week ago. I had never heard of it. So when you just said Cave, I'm just like, that's some other thing. What does that do? I don't know.
Yeah, Nokia Cave.
Sure.
I don't know.
This podcast has not been brought to you by Amazon.
I mean,
or Nokia.
there's brought to you by. Hey, Amazon, sponsor us.
Yeah.
But there's a Bridge on the River Kwai. You know, at the end, you're like,
Hacksaw Ridge.
Oh, yeah, Hacksaw Ridge got me. That gripped me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it wasn't. Yeah, I mean, but for me, as far as being fully immersed and into the world and just like bawling my eyes out and just in everything, it's Saving Private Ryan. But the movie that had me the most tense, I just think it was the experience I had. But Hurt Locker just really put a hurt. I was exhausted when I left the theater.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you. I didn't even think of that one when I was trying to come up with movies for this, but you nailed it there. Yeah, like Renner just nailed that intensity.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
And that was Catherine Bigelow, right? The director.
Yep. Catherine Bigelow. Anthony.
Yeah, did she get Best Picture or Best Director or something?
Best Picture.
Best Picture. Okay. I think didn't she win Best Director for Zero Dark 30? I could be thinking about something else.
I really hope she did.
I don't remember. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. I don't know.
Like I was about the Echo.
Yeah. Listen, I'm just the host of a movie podcast.
No, I mean The Cave. Damn it! I don't even know what's real.
Wait, are you
Leo DiCaprio in your spinning top? I think Mark just incepted me.
That's right, I did. What is real? Oh wait, so she won Best Director for The Hurt Locker. So she won for Hurt Locker, director and picture.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I mean, I just host a movie podcast. Like, I don't need to know. Why would I know something like that, you know?
Yeah, I'd add one movie to that, and it would be, I agree with all the other movies you listed, but for me was some of the tense sniper scenes in Enemy at the Gates. That movie got me pretty good.
I need to watch it again, because all I remember is like the really gross sex scene between Jude Law and Rachel Weisz when they were like...
Oh.
And then and also a Platoon.
Oh,
when I watched that, like that, the scenes with Berenger and Willem Dafoe and the attack at the end, like that ending. I mean, like that. Yeah, that's definitely up there. That's in my top 3. Platoon.
Right.
The Trench Foot. I forget more about movies than I remember, but I remember a lot about Platoon, and I haven't watched that movie in 10 years.
I saw that a few times with my Uncle Rick and my cousin Ryan. That they love those war movies. And that one especially. My Uncle Rick would quote it a lot.
I know that Platoon seems like a movie you would watch with your uncle.
Like your uncle who watches way too many documentaries about dogfighting on the History Channel. Well, that's what my uncle and my cousin would do. Like they were really into those war things. Like.
I thought you said they were really into dogfighting. I'm like, Ryan was into dogfighting?
No, not conducting dogfights, but he's watched so many shows about dogfights that before the podcast, we're just having a silly but serious on my part anyway, debate about cooking brisket. But like that was just silly, right? But if you mention dogfighting tactics in a movie, like my cousin Ryan will just jump in on it with, oh well, yeah, but because of the angle of incidence and they're turning it about this it gets hard to do the angle, and that's why the guns almost never work until they're within this prox. Like he's gonna start quoting things that you'd hear like some strategy colonel. I just made up a role, strategy colonel.
So he loves Flyboys. That's his favorite movie.
Well, I mean, we love Top Gun, but
that's a very specific area.
He knows a lot about dogfighting. He's not screwing around with his dogfighting.
That's a very specific area to be an expert in. Yeah, I know a lot about dogfighting. Was it in dogfighting in the movie? Yeah.
I want to let our listeners know that it was not a cheeky conversation about brisket. Levingood started levitating off his chair.
He did.
He knew the answers to questions. He got angry. He got that face that you get when like you feel like you're right, and he was just he tried to ring Lazovath. In 7 days, a brisket monster is going to crawl through Lazovath's TV and just eat him.
I wish we were recording because it was a pretty good conversation.
Because my brisket is now cooling on the counter. Like I can't wait to get that brisket after the podcast.
I just want everyone to know it was not a cheeky conversation. Yeah. It was getting heated, like a smoked brisket.
Listen.
Like it got to the point where I like had to like chime in something funny. Like when like the dude in the middle is kind of like, hey, what about that weather?
Like, shut up, get out of here.
Exactly. I'm like, oh great, another brisket fight. Like
it happens every time.
It got scary, and then later, like 10 minutes later, I knew the fight was serious when Lazovath was like, and I've eaten smoked and roasted turkey brisket before, and they're delicious. I'm like, man, this thing's lingering. Like,
listen, tune in for part 2 next week.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Round 2.
Dude, I think that we need to do a best smoked meat of film where it's just like the meats in movies that look the most delicious to us.
Oh my god.
Based on presentation on screen.
Oh, Chef.
Waterworld.
I call dibs on Chef.
They have to be smoked. They have to be smoked meats.
I call dibs on Chef.
Oh, Chef.
There's a scene where he goes to Austin and goes to that barbecue restaurant. So it's like that's what I would stake everything on, actually.
Oh my god, I love that. That's like the happiest movie. That movie just makes me happy.
I love that movie.
Yeah, it just I don't know, like there was conflict, but you never really felt scared for him,
Yeah.
He was just like, oh yeah, it's Jon Favreau.
It's basically how Jon Favreau got his groove back.
It's
I've got a random thing about Chef. So this isn't to say something bad about an ex, it's just a funny thing about one of my exes. One of my exes hated Sofia Vergara so much that when she was at work and I was homesick and she said, what are you doing? I said, I'm watching Chef on Netflix. She didn't answer me. And when she came home, she was angry at me for watching it. Because she hated Sofia Vergara that much. She was angry at me. And she refused to watch the movie when I want to watch it, but she got angry at me for watching it on a
Wait, why the hate for Sofia Vergara?
I have no idea. Maybe she felt threatened by her breast size.
Owes her money?
What?
Maybe Sofia Vergara made fun of her smoked brisket.
It could be.
Yeah. I don't know. Like Sofia Vergara is kind of polarizing.
I think look, there are a lot of people. Well, I guess there aren't really a lot of actors that I hate. But if I didn't like an actor, I wouldn't be upset with someone else for watching a movie featuring that actor. I mean, if I didn't first off, I love Willem Dafoe, but if I didn't like Willem Dafoe and Mark's like, yo, John, what do you want to watch when we're hanging out? You want to watch this Willem Dafoe movie? I'm like, no. And then later, I go do something and run an errand, and I'm like, yo, Mark, what are you up to? He's like, watching that Willem Dafoe movie, and then I'm just silent and brooding. That would never happen. That's ridiculous.
I don't know. After that brisket argument, I feel like you would be.
Are you smoking a brisket at the time?
Yeah.
What'd you do today, John? Nothing. How's your day? Good.
Nothing. I'm telling you, you backstabbing brisket smoking Willem Dafoe watcher.
Yeah.
Wait, so what's the question?
Wait, was there a question?
Yeah.
It was the most gripping war movie.
Oh,
yeah.
The Great Brisket Battle of 2016.
I'm going Flyboys.
There you go.
Oh.
Or the B-52s movie with George Lucas.
Yeah.
Dog, what's the one? Airstream? The one that George Lucas directed.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't know this movie. I don't know it.
The planes,
Sky Captain on the World of Tomorrow.
Dane Cook.
Are you talking about Red Tails?
Yeah, Red Tails.
Oh, okay. Flyboys.
I missed that one actually.
Yeah.
Lesveth, where do you weigh in on the most gripping war movie? Did you weigh in? Did I get lost in the brisket talk and miss what you said?
No, I didn't get a chance to chime in yet.
Because you were too busy
question.
talking about brisket.
Yeah. I don't. This is just like a broad question. I mean, I know it's asking like, what's the most gripping movie of all time? It's just like, I feel like war movies cover like a lot. You know.
Well, it does just say one of the most world's
Yeah.
gripping, but one of the world's most gripping war films. I could not say that right.
It's
Tiger
like
G.
you have movies that cover specific battles, right? You have movies that cover.
Oh, Hamburger Hill.
Yeah. You have movies that cover the things that are going on, like the people who weren't directly involved in the war, like
The piano.
yeah,
October.
yeah.
The
And then-
piano.
You know, and then you have the fictional ones like Star Wars. So it's a it's a
Das
broad it's a broad ranging subject here. Yeah, like the ones like Mark mentioned, like and you mentioned Lemon Good, like Saving Private Ryan. Then you have Schindler's List. You know, Flags of Our Fathers. And there's like there's a lot of different wars out there too. The Vietnam, Korean, World War II. I don't know. Like don't make me choose like just one.
And then you have like the Crusades.
Yeah.
Like Kingdom of Heaven.
Yeah. So it's like I don't know. Like I don't want to choose like just one. Like it's just like because just like war is just like a huge topic. It's just like you don't want to like marginalize like the other kind of areas of interest that war covers. If that makes any sense.
We got every war film must be appreciated.
Well, not everyone.
What about Wind Talkers? Christian Slater playing like a flute, or like I don't know what he's doing. He has like a little windpipe.
Sure. We need to do a podcast about the worst war movies.
I'm in.
Oh, terrible war movies. Yeah.
Which one? Well, I guess we could look into that.
We can just talk about the Wind Talkers the whole podcast.
And then Captain Corelli's mandolin and Wind Talkers.
Oh man, I told
Only
you.
Nick Cage war movies.
Oh man. I don't know. Yeah, it's I hate to cop out like in a question like this one. I'm just like, I don't know. There's too many to name. Like, don't make me do it.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't be like Luke Wilson in Vacancy.
Yeah.
All right. So that's a good segue into our next one. And I don't know if you guys saw this, but it's kind of universal. So I'm going to go with Best Looking at Computers Award. And that goes to Alicia Vikander's work in Jason Bourne, where her, I would say 87.333% of her role is to look at computers.
So wait, was Fantastic Four last year or this year?
Yeah, Fantastic Four was last year.
Okay, so I mean, it could have been the only best thing about Fantastic Four, but disqualified. Wrong year. Okay.
So, like, Lazvath, you and I have a scene, right? And we're doing improv. Like, we could come up with characters. We could bring back Thick Skin Jim. We could talk about Brisket. We could talk about abundance of topics. However, if it's you improving, staring at a computer screen, it's going to be tough.
Well, I mean, depends how you approach it. Like
No,
what's his name?
Lazvath, it'll be tough.
Like
that's right.
Alan Cummings from GoldenEye.
Yeah.
You're just like really clicking on that keyboard, just like spinning that pen.
Yeah, he brought props into it.
Yeah.
Like, that was, like, if you have a prop, like, remember, Jurassic Park, he's staring at his computer, he has, like, props. Samuel Jackson had his cigarettes while he was looking at the computer. Vikander is just straight up looking at a computer. Like, there's no props.
I mean, to be fair, that's what 99% of people would look like if they were just at a computer.
And she nailed it.
Yeah.
But you know what, though? I've seen a lot of times where people are like, all right, action. And then the people immediately forget how to function like a real human. So I've worked with a lot of background in my day. And as soon as you hear action, they all walk like zombies or robots. And you're like, guys, you're real people. You're real.
Not today.
Yeah, exactly. So I just think her work, staring at computers, and like, I don't know, I was just really impressed. It's really good staring at computer work.
Sure.
All right, so my next one is, you know, guys, I had a nightmare last night.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
There's like this evil nun, right? So I wake up, I go downstairs, I heat up some milk, I grab some graham crackers, and then I'm so disturbed I leave my milk and graham crackers downstairs, walk upstairs, forget I left them downstairs, walk back downstairs, get them, walk back upstairs, right? It's a long trip. Get back in, I pull up an easel, right? That's convenient. I get some paints out, some acrylics. I find a conveniently blank canvas. I put it in there, and I sit down and I spend about 6 hours perfectly recreating the nightmare creature that I saw in my dreams.
If I had a nightmare that was jarring to me, whether it's an evil nun or an evil anything, the last thing I'm going to do, even if I had that ability, would be to realize it on a canvas, thinking about it continuously for hours.
Yep.
That just seems like that would generate a need for more therapy. That does not strike me as therapeutic.
And that happened in The Conjuring 2.
And then that evil nun thing. You know what? I'm gonna drop our F-bomb. That evil fucking nun. That was evil looking. That painting was then like, wasn't his wife then walking around it, and like you're just watching that painting getting nervous?
Yeah.
I mean, he just opened evil into his reality. Like, it was bad. Ugh,
So
that thing.
have you guys ever had a nightmare then just wanted to paint it?
Absolutely not.
Lazareth, have you ever painted a nightmare?
I don't paint.
Yeah.
Well, I don't paint, and I especially don't paint my nightmares.
Like, you know, yeah, I like that movie a lot, but I'm like, that painting took a long time. Right?
Look, even if he was one of those like very talented quick artists, let's just say he did it in 20 minutes. That's still 20 minutes of completely concentrating and focusing on the thing that disturbed you so much. Like, I feel like you should just be distracting yourself with your milk and cookies and throw on the History Channel and watch a documentary about dogfighting.
They were graham crackers. Loving good. Not
Okay, graham
cookies.
crackers. Get your graham crackers, dogfighting, maybe watch a cooking show about...
listen to some people scream in the kitchen.
Like, I mean, he's just...
Don't watch Sister Act.
Why? That was a good movie.
Because you just dreamt of an evil nun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's get nuns out of the picture for now. No offense to any of our nun listeners. I'm sure we have a good demographic out there, but
They're our biggest demographic.
this is clearly a fair time to remove the habit and just be a person for us. Because nuns are creepy right now.
Yeah.
Thanks, Conjuring 2.
Yeah, and way to ruin golden retrievers as well. Remember the dog's just sitting there waiting to like go out and pee or something, and then it distorts and like twists around into that crooked man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't even know what was happening. I was creeped out.
Leave me alone, Conjuring 2.
Jesus, those poor dogs and nuns. We're just going to spoil things that are inherently good, aren't
And
we?
biscuits. Those little kids just wanted some biscuits.
Good lord.
And then the biscuits turned into a killer whale.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
All right, so my next one is the best topographical map of Utah award. And that's where Deadpool basically looks like an old avocado got smushed onto a topographical map of Utah.
You look like an avocado had sex with an older avocado.
We were talking about this later, and I don't think the avocado people are like bothered by them insulting avocados. I think they're pretty chill. Like, I think of all the
It's all
produce-
the fats. It's all the good fats. It's keeping them chill.
Yeah, exactly. They're just relaxed about it. Like, if they say you look like an orange got smushed and sat on, the orange people would probably boycott.
They'd be pretty sour.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, if you gave some limes, they would just be real soft.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, if you're comparing the negativity to
If you're going apples to apples.
with Ryan Reynolds, though, I mean, Ryan Reynolds, come on, that's automatically a compliment no matter what to whatever vegetable matter or whatever.
Yeah, tell that to the orange people.
Hey, if they're comparing it to Ryan Reynolds' face, I'm pretty sure they're going to be happy. He was the sexiest man. One year.
They hated it when Ryan Gosling talked about oranges in Crazy Stupid Love. They sued.
It's those citrus people, man. They're all kind of acidic.
So wait, the law firm that represents the orange conglomerate sued.
Yep.
They're based out of Florida.
Yeah, so I don't know. Deadpool, he looked like an avocado. He looked like a map. Looked great.
Can I just say, I just love watching T.J. Miller and Ryan Reynolds just kind of, playing verbal tennis. It was just I wish the scene was the movie was good, but if the scene was the whole movie, I'd be happy with that too. It's just
I
a
love
back
that
and
movie
forth.
so much that every time I see one of those random Facebook article posts about 5 reasons I'm concerned about why the next Deadpool is going to suck, I want to hunt down those people and beat them to death with a brisket.
I don't know. I think you should maybe be a little bit worried because I think the problem that could happen is it becomes too self-aware, too Deadpool. That happens with a lot of sequels.
But the problem is, Mark, is that when people...
Hey, guys, did you just hear that? When John gets annoyed, he doesn't just go, the problem is,
Mark?
and then he talks. He goes, the problem is, Mark.
Okay, the problem is, Mark...
See, you always know when Levingood's annoyed when he adds your name in there.
The problem is, Mark...
See?
I'm intentionally doing it now.
You can't even stop.
So the problem is that... So they have a nightmare of the new Deadpool not living up to the original Deadpool. And then they're going to stay up all night and do this super elaborate painting and think about... They're putting it out there in our reality, and they're making it more possible.
Deadpool fans are the worst.
Like the evil nun thing.
Wait, what?
It's the evil nun corollary.
They're eating graham crackers?
Because they're staying up and focusing too much on that thing that they shouldn't be focusing on anymore.
Wait, what?
Because, okay, I'm just saying that, they have a nightmare that this movie that was so awesome that the sequel is going to be terrible, right? And then they're going to focus on it and talk about it. That, to me, that's like when Patrick Wilson stays up drawing an evil nun for hours. He shouldn't be focusing on that.
That's the director left. They got a new director. I think there's a lot of focus, and they already have a third one planned. They want to bring in X Factor, which is always a mistake. When most movies try to branch out massively, Batman vs Superman, you had the Spider-Man where they wanted the Sinister Six. That blew up in their faces. I have faith in the Deadpool group. I really do. But I do think there could be... I just hope they don't follow the rule of sequels. Or maybe they embrace sequels and have fun with it. We shall see.
Just bring back T.J. Miller, and I'll be happy.
Well, Levingood isn't calling me Mark anymore, so we know he's calmed down.
I always call you Mark.
No, sometimes you call him Brian.
Yeah, Brian. When he's out, hey, Brian.
Steve.
Yeah. So the best non-accent of the year award goes to Gerard Butler in Gods of Egypt. Because he's an Egyptian god who doesn't even attempt an accent.
Except for his native Scottish one.
Yeah. Do you think he just showed up on set and was just nope?
How many different foreign accents that weren't even from the African continent do you think we heard there? Because we had Welsh. Is it Welsh or Danish?
Who?
Nikolai.
I think he's Danish, right?
Yeah, he's Danish.
Danish. Okay, so we had Danish. We definitely had Scottish. There might have just been some standard American accents in there. Thoth, he had something going on. I don't know what, but I mean, there were like all these accents, none of which even came from that continent.
Yeah, I mean, no one even attempted it. Like, this is a $160 million movie directed by the guy who did The Crow.
Ooh.
Like, this guy's directed some Dark City. He's done some good movies.
Wait, this is the guy who did the first The Crow
Yeah,
and Dark City?
yeah.
Good Lord, what happened to him? This I wouldn't even believe. If it wasn't you telling me that, I'd be like, it must be wrong.
You'd be like, no, Mark.
Maybe he got past his golf phase. It's just like, it's not really working out. Well, because it was like The Crow and then Dark City. It's like, those are like two of the biggest golf movies from that era.
Yeah,
But they're very nuanced though. Like
Sure.
there's nothing nuanced about Gods of Egypt.
you know what I was thinking about today? Just about as far as goth goes, like emo music bums me out. However, not listening to emo music would bum me out.
Ah. So it's like, what would bum you out less
Yeah.
is listening to music.
Yeah, I don't think I could forego listening to emo music. Like if Taking Back Sunday comes on, I'm listening to it, and it's going to bring me back, and I'm going to get bummed out.
No.
But if I didn't listen to it because it bums me out, I feel like it's defeating me, and that would bum me out.
Sure. I just imagine you like that one bang that just kind of covers like your right eye. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like people people don't really do it anymore, but it's just I don't know. I could just imagine you with that hairstyle. Like, Mark, you dyed your hair black. Yeah, man.
Mark used to have quite a shag in his undergrad days.
Yeah, but it didn't get down to my eyes. It was like a big swoop. It wasn't like one shooting down.
You know what? Also, there was no comparing you to emo though, because you were like a Hulk.
Yeah. When you're 250, it's hard to be emo.
Yeah, you were just like a Hulk. Like no one would even mistaken you for that.
But the problem was so like everyone's like, man, that dude looks hardcore. Then they'd meet me and they're like, man, this guy's a dork. So I just didn't talk to people for several years. I wanted to keep up an aura.
That's why you were bummed.
That's
Just
why I
thinks
was
I'm a
bummed out.
dork.
I'm bummed out because people all think I'm tough. But when I talk to them, they realize I'm a dork.
I lose the other way.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a conundrum.
Yeah.
That was a big time conundrum. All right, so I don't know if you guys have seen this trailer yet. Well, no, you guys haven't seen the movie, so I don't want to wreck it. By the way, go to moviesfilmsandflicks.com and check out the 2016 Random Awards. There's more than what we're covering in here. So I'm just trying to cover movies that you guys have actually watched so we have stuff to talk about. And I guess, I don't know if you've seen it yet, but at least we can talk about the actor. I think the best side-eye award should go to Colin Farrell from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Now, if you watch like In Bruges, like the dude, just look at Colin Farrell. Think about Colin Farrell. Now think about him giving you side-eye.
It's you're menace, but at the same time, it's like because he's so handsome, it's like, oh man, like
He's just sort of just writing you off.
yeah, you know.
You know what I mean?
It's like, you know, when people like they do that thing where you like put that finger up to you, like where you're trying to talk to them, you know, it's like just wait 1 minute. Like I feel like Colin Farrell does that just by using the side gaze. Like he doesn't need to lift a finger to do it. He's just like, oh, okay, I'll shut up now.
Oh man, I just did it.
Yeah,
And I was like, I see it.
yeah.
Colin Farrell, in that image you have on the article on the site, like he almost looks like a really young but stern grandfather.
Yeah.
It's like he now has like a 3-year-old grandchild and, you know, like I guess a 25-year-old daughter or something. And like he's given that 3-year-old that look, like what I tell you not to touch, you know, like kind of thing.
Like you're a 6-year-old, you missed the winning goal in your soccer game, and that's the look you get from him.
Well, because he put money on it. That's why he's so pissed.
Like I think no eye is better than side eye.
Yeah. Honestly, like he looks stern, but he also looks like the type of grandpa where it's like he let you have a sip of his whiskey, even though you're like 8 years old.
And then he would
Well,
pass.
it's got to toughen you up for the side eye he's going to give you when you miss that goal later.
Oh yeah.
And then
yeah.
he would pass out, and you know. All right, so I'm gonna do one more, guys. That you haven't seen. I got to get this. Not many people watch this movie, but Pop Star Never Stop, Never Stopping. There's a scene, and it's the Best Autograph of the Year award, where they're in this limo, and Andy Samberg, they're in it, and like some women are like, "Hey, sign my chest, sign my chest." So he's signing women's chests, and he turns away, and he's like, "Man, like women just love me. It's great." And then you cut over, and then there's a guy smushed against the window with like his dick pressed against the window.
Oh.
And then he like goes to, and then he has to sign it, and this girl's like, "Thanks, it's my boyfriend." And like so, like he takes like this little tissue out, lifts it up, and like writes his name on this guy's dick.
Wait,
Like-
so just to be clear, do you see this happen? Like, did the
Yeah,
actor
it's there.
Andy Samberg actually sign a real human's penis?
I don't know if it's like prosthetic or not on the guy. It's probably
It looks.
I mean, they're filming that thing for like 7 hours, so it's probably gotta be prosthetic, you know. Like, so he's like bragging. He's like, "Women just love me. Like, I'll sign everything," and he puts down the window, and, and it's just such like a random, you know, a Lonely Island scene. But it's the movie's funny. Like, so
You know, I have to watch it because you know, I loved Hot Rod, and like from what you told me earlier, like you know, Pop Star was just kind of the spiritual sequel to that, I guess, where it's just like, yeah, I love the Lonely Island guys, so I'm just, there's so many movies I gotta watch, you know.
yeah, it's one of my favorite comedies. I definitely loved it. Let's see. I'm trying to find another one that we've all done. So I'm thinking I will go to the Best Learning of the Year.
Okay.
Is that Arrival?
No, that is Apocalypse, an X-Men Apocalypse.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you mean the best learning?
So we meet we meet our villainous Smurf. Actually the good people actually allow him to get raised up because she allows light to come in here and wake him up. So the good people awaken him. He gets up, he meets some people, he goes to this house. He's like, "Man, I'm behind on like thousands of years." He actually talks like that. He goes, "I'm going to stick my hand against this TV, and then I'm going to look at people." And you know, I think the audience realizes that it's enough that he's like touching a TV and learning from it, but he has to look at somebody and go, "Learning or learning," right? Like how do you do it, Levin Good?
I mean, learning. That's. I mean, I for some reason that's how I feel he said it. I'm not even sure if I'm totally wrong on this.
Yeah.
It just felt so dumb. Maybe I'm dumbing it. Am I dumbing it down?
No,
Does
and
it sound
like, but like Lulu Dallas is when she was learning it in Fifth Element, it made sense.
and it was adorable.
Yeah, she was
because
eating. Yeah, she was
learning.
like, yeah, she was eating food and she was hanging out. Like he just touched the TV. I don't understand how that works.
I mean, he pulled a Neo. He was just like, "I know kung fu."
Yeah. So that was the best learning, and then the best Volkswagen backseating of the year award goes to Captain America: Civil War.
Can we talk about the amazing synergy? I mean, we did a whole podcast on it, but the synergy between those two characters.
I just love how they're sitting there together, and he's like, "Hey, man," you know, Bucky's like, "Hey, Sam, can you move your seat up?" And he's like, "No."
Or like when they're both like kind of like approvingly just staring at Chris Evans after he made out with what's her face. He's like, yeah, good job, bro.
Yeah, and that's the gif on the website right now. They're just kind of like nodding their head and smiling, even though she's the niece of his like great love. But whatever.
They're actually great later on in the movie, like in the airport battle scene when they're taking on Spider-Man. He was like, "Why didn't you just do that earlier?" Like, I hate you.
you so much.
I wish I want to see those. I want to see those two in their own movie, like the Winter Soldier and Captain Falcon. Do something.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Like they seem to have fun together, and I also think it helped Bucky's character a lot because it made him more relatable.
Well, you didn't relate with
yeah.
just like kind of some super soldier in right away.
Yeah, like he's just kind of a chill dude who wants more room for his legs in a Volkswagen.
Oh, and he also wanted to buy some plums.
Yep. Yeah, he never got his plums.
Yeah.
So the next one is the best whiteboard award, and that goes to
Well, not Good Will Hunting because it's the wrong year.
Arrival.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That whiteboard, I mean, that like $7.99 whiteboard
Sure.
saved humanity. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was nice. Yeah, just it was a good, simple representation of the beginning of that really like intellectual, humanized process of them learning each other's language. It was great. Or I guess it was really more the humans learning the alien language.
Yeah, the aliens knew the whole time.
They knew it was up, but
So that whiteboard, though, I don't think any other I don't think an item under $10 got better usage this entire year. Now, I guess I'll just do a couple more because we're getting a little long. But Lasvath watched this movie. Levingood, you haven't yet, but it's the best threatening to have somebody whipped award. And there's a movie called Love and Friendship that Kate Beckinsale is awesome in. It's based on a Jane Austen play that was unreleased. But there's a scene where Kate Beckinsale is just unleashing snappy dialogue, and then she threatens to whip a guy or have a guy whipped.
Yeah, it's like
is she saucy when she says it?
Oh yeah.
well, the thing is, like, she's having like this conversation with her friend. Like, they're just walking through like this stone hallway or whatever. It's like they're walking through like a castle or like some manor, and like they're walking, they're talking. Kate Beckinsale is being like really charming and witty. Like you would expect, and like this guy like just tries to walk up to her, and like. Poor guy, he had no idea. Like, he was just like, ma'am, and Kate Beckinsale just unleashes on him. Like, what are you doing? Don't come near me. I will have you whipped. I'm totally paraphrasing. But yeah, like, it was just like, oh, she just really pulled off, like, those lines. Well, she pulled off the whole movie with all of her lines. I thought the movie was boring. But, like, Kate Beckinsale was really good in that movie, especially that scene.
Yeah, and then like she knew the guy too, which is funny. She just didn't want to talk to him in public.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
And
man.
all right, so I'm going to end it on a movie that you guys need to watch. It's the best usage of an escalator of 2016, and there's this movie out called Train to Busan. You can rent it right now, but there's a scene where it's in the trailer, which I have on the website, where these people are going down an escalator, right? And they see these soldiers standing around, and the soldiers turned out to be zombies, and then the zombies start running up. There's always an escalator, a staircase in the middle, then another escalator. So these zombies start running up the stairs at the people who are going down the down escalator. So imagine going down on an escalator and then having fast zombies run up the stairs. Like you're not like that's terrifying.
That sounds hilarious, actually.
Yeah, to me it sounds funny, but I haven't seen the movie.
But just put yourself in that spot. Like when you're watching it, it's kind of I could see how that's funny now.
It sounds funny, but I'm sure if I saw it, it wouldn't seem funny.
Yeah, but no, it's good. Train to Busan is great.
Like, what's scarier at that point? Getting eaten by the zombies or getting torn up by the escalator? It's like,
if your shoestring gets stuck.
oh, man. Yeah. You might as well just be a zombie at that point.
Yeah, I mean, listen. What was it Hot Shots Part 2? They've tied my shoes together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That
I
would be
would
terrible.
love to get the Mitch Hedberg perspective on that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's one. You know what? That's one time I wish an escalator would break down and become stairs.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm watching the scene right now in the trailer over and over again where the zombies are running up the escalator when they're going down on the down escalator. That looks a little unnerving. I gotta hand it to you. That looks bad.
Oh, that looks bad.
Like, and they don't show it very long, but it's like you just see the pace that they're going, and you just like even the time that you take to turn around is time that is borrowed. Like,
Yeah, you are Dunsky. But yeah, so that's it. Head to the website to see the rest of them. I will say, since this is the end of 2016, my favorite movie was Everybody Wants Some, and my favorite film has been Manchester by the Sea. So watch those two movies. They're great.
Manchester by the Sea. I don't even know what that is.
It's about a guy named Manchester.
He's by the sea.
Yeah.
He sells seashells.
Yeah.
Oh, let me
It's a Casey Affleck movie.
Sure. Let me go. What was your favorite movie of 2016?
Arrival.
Arrival. That was a good one.
I think Arrival or Deadpool.
Yeah.
So favorite film, Arrival. Favorite movie, Deadpool.
Absolutely.
There we go.
That sounds pretty easy to me.
Yeah. Let's see.
I mean, 10 Cloverfield Lane was great, but I'm going to say that in either category, I'd go the other way for those other movies. Yeah.
Yes. It objectively speaking, it wasn't the best movie of the year. Like maybe top 10. Like, well, barely top 10. But my favorite movie of the year was The Nice Guys. It's just I'm a big Shane Black fan, and it's just the chemistry between Gosling and Crow was perfect. Like I loved it. Plus had a really good random scene in there too, like the talking bee. Like that was that was great.
So weird. I loved it.
It was so weird, so random. The best movies of the year. I feel like I haven't had a chance to see them all. Like I still got to see Moonlight. I still got to see The Hunt for the Wilder People.
Oh,
Kubo.
that's so good.
Yeah,
I have a random award in here for this post too. It's great.
Yeah, there's like so many good movies. Like I still got to watch. It's just like it's hard to keep up. But I will agree with Levingood. Like I feel like Arrival of all the movies I've seen so far was definitely the best one yet. So it's up there.
I think my favorite flick might be The Shallows.
The Shallows. Yeah, it's on Netflix, right? Korean horror movie.
No, that's The Wailing.
Oh,
That's
The
a
Wailing.
film. That's my favorite horror film.
Okay. Oh, The Shallows is the one with
Blake Lively being
Blake
attacked by a
Lively.
shark,
It's
but
a
it's
shark,
good.
yeah.
I still haven't gotten to see that. If I were just to go on, I'm trying to summon to mind the flicks that I have seen this year. I maybe Lights Out.
Yeah.
That was very flicky.
Doctor Strange. That was a pretty good. I like that.
Yeah, that's a flick.
Yeah.
Is that a flick? I
that
guess
a movie?
for me, I won't disagree. For me, that's like the cusp though of a flick in a movie.
I guess why I like Shallows is just because I was like, what is this movie? And then but it's fun. It's good.
What is this movie?
And the 5 best horror films of 2016 are The Wailing, The Wailing, The Wailing, The Wailing, Train
like,
to Busan.
It's funny. Like at some point, like during 2016, like we're talking about movies. Like people were saying, like it's a down year for movies, but like we're getting towards the end of the year. It's just like it just seems like we have too many good movies. So yeah, it's just this year is finishing strong. Like movie wise, there's like a lot.
Yeah. Green Room, Everybody Wants Some, Love and Friendship. Like there's a lot of good films out in this year.
Sing Street's getting good.
Oh,
reviews.
Sing Street. Have you seen? It's on Netflix. That's one of my random awards too.
La La Land. Like I gotta watch that. Like, yeah.
By the way, did Spring, or I'm sorry, the movie with Saoirse Ronan, was that last year or this year?
Brooklyn.
Or Brooklyn. Why do I call that Spring? I'm not confusing with the horror movie. I don't know why I called it Spring.
Yeah.
Oh, it was last year.
That was last year. Okay.
Oh, Mark, we didn't even mention The Lobster. That's your favorite movie.
Oh my gosh, that's my second favorite.
I gotta see this so badly.
Oh, it features the best dog death of the year.
Yeah.
Aw.
It's brutal, guys. The Lobster is not for the faint of heart. It is one of the most bleak, but hilarious, but mean, but funny movies you'll ever watch. It's absolutely original, but it is brutal. Colin Farrell was nominated for a Golden Globe. It got a Best Screenplay nod. It's really good, but it is dark. It is pitch black humor, but I loved it. It's like definitely top 5. Yeah, there's been a lot of good movies out this year.
And the
Don't
movie's
Breathe,
not even
Hush.
over yet. Like we still got Passengers. Rogue One comes out
yeah.
very soon. So yeah.
Passengers comes out this calendar year.
Yep.
Yeah, Christmas Day.
Oh wow, okay. I didn't realize that. I thought it was next year.
Sure.
They're giving a lot away though on the trailers. Stupid.
So there was like a lot of random stuff that happened this year, obviously, but I feel like it was just like random in a very good way because there was just a really good year for movies. I feel like 2016 was.
Yeah, I mean, people are harping on a lot of films, but I mean, just look at even the animated stuff that came out. Finding Dory, Zootopia. Like I think people like Jungle Book. Like Hail Caesar's in my top 10. Hail Caesar's a fantastic movie.
Yeah.
Like there's I don't know. Deadpool. I mean, Deadpool was good. I think people just focus on the big flops.
What year did Inside Out come out? This year or last year?
Last year.
Yeah, last.
Damn it! I keep thinking the 2015 movies.
Oh yeah, Pete's Dragon was good.
Yeah,
like-
yeah.
Hacksaw Ridge.
Kubo with the 2 strings.
Yeah,
I
Kubo.
thought that was amazing.
Kung Fu Panda 3 was really cute. Like there's
Our Hell on High Water was great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just yeah. It was a very random year, but random in a very good way. You know. I guess 2016, just very random. Not just in movies. Just a lot of other things in general too. So okay, before we sign off, are there any plugs you want to make, guys?
I want to talk about Lazvast's new podcast called Bee and Brisket.
Please do.
And it's just basically, it's called, it's brisket life. And you just sort of eat brisket.
Honestly, it's
Awesome.
it's a podcast I live for,
Yeah.
actually, because like I discuss like how much fat you should really take off on a brisket. Like, should you just leave
None.
it on,
Ever.
or you just take it all off, or you just leave like maybe like a quarter inch of fat on there? Like, what's the best ratio of fat to meat on a brisket?
For me, I just take brisket,
Yeah,
I throw it into an oven with no pots, pans. I don't rub it. I don't do anything. I just expect greatness. Doesn't happen like that.
No.
You need to work a brisket.
You need at least some seasoning.
Yeah. I mean, you need to do something with it. I just throw it in the washing machine.
Sure.
I think that'll heat it up, put it in the dryer.
Yeah,
Terrible.
yeah. It,
I cannot cook brisket, but ever since I listened to your podcast, I know how you feel about brisket. I still don't know how to cook it.
yeah. You know how to wash a brisket. It sounds
Yeah.
like so.
Yeah. I mean, it's clean.
Yeah, it's very clean.
It would be horrible to bleach a brisket and then eat it.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I've had brisket where it tasted like it was bleached. Like I've had some bad brisket. Some of it was brisket that I cooked, but yeah.
I got it bad, got it bad, got it bad.
All right, Levin Good. Any
I'm
plugs
off
you want to make?
brisket.
Any plugs you want to make, Levin Good?
Just you, Laz, our gallant editor.
Thank you.
And improv.
That's right.
Genius.
Yeah,
And I have witnessed him do improv. I've actually witnessed this. And
It's-
after he did it, this isn't a joke. I bought him craft beer and braised short ribs.
Sure.
Yep.
Sure.
John improvs improv.
I've been
So I
told that
improved buying short ribs.
So a lot of people put a lot of thought into improv.
which you shouldn't do.
Lazavath just improvs.
Yeah. I pretend to improv.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I write it out all beforehand and make it look like I'm making it up on the spot.
Ooh. Wait, so your bit about corn husking sled dogs,
Took me 3 weeks to write that.
oh man, I thought that came off the top of your head. You had
Nope.
the crowd in stitches.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what practice does.
How'd you know it'd go there?
Oh, you gotta really find your audience. Dig deep. Like a really tough piece of brisket that just gets stuck in your stomach.
It's been through the dryer.
Yeah. So I want to thank Amazon for the Amazon Echo. It's a really good product.
That you're probably sending us Amazon after you heard our podcast and
Sure.
decided that you were going to sponsor us.
It's the biggest holiday gift of 2016.
Is it?
Yeah, totally. Everyone wants one. I don't know. Like, I think it provides a mild convenience. Really, that's my honest review of the Amazon Echo. So
I like it. And I want to thank Werner Herzog for his documentary, The Cave of Forgotten Dreams.
oh yeah.
'Cause-
Why was that?
Well, when you yell in a cave, it echoes.
Ah.
Ah.
All right, guys. For my co-host Mark Hoffmeyer,
Brisket.
John Levigood,
Brisket.
More brisket.
Brisket.
I've been your host, John Brisket. Thank you so much for listening. And see you.
We're above the target. T-minus 5 seconds till shark drop. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the shark! Go! 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 This podcast is a Shark Dropper Studios production.